Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento area realtor. And if you're like me, you're probably going a little stir crazy. So I'm coming up with ideas to try to connect with people as far as real estate goes in the Sacramento area. So this is real estate observations during the coronavirus. So I'm Doug Reynolds, realtor with Coldwell Banker. I've actually been doing YouTube videos for over a decade now. I've got a few hundred YouTube videos there just talking about real estate and all kinds of different stuff. This is actually my first one where I'm just doing a screen recording. I should have figured this out a lot sooner because I can be in my pajamas and have a horrible hairdo right now if I want. So you have no idea. So here we go. Here's some observations during the coronavirus. What I'm seeing right now, I'm basically seeing there's three types of seller and buyers during that have happened over the last week or so since we kind of got shocked with the news here. There's sort of the no way Jose sellers. They don't want anybody coming into their house. So they're saying, no way, I'm taking this house off the market. I don't care. I'm going to wait this out. I'm not taking any chances. Same thing with those buyers. Basically, they don't want to be going into a stranger's house. They feel uncertain about what's going on in the market. And so they're saying, no Jose. Then we got kind of the business as usual sellers. They need or they want to sell their house right now. They've got maybe a job relocation going on, or they're downsizing. They've got a baby on the way or something, or maybe grandma passed away in the house and we got to sell her house anyways, So business as usual, we're moving forward. I know this is going on, but I'm proceeding. Same thing with buyers. They're looking and they've been competing with a bunch of buyers. They feel like they should just keep going because they really want to get a house and rates are good. And then there's sort of this actually interesting third group that I really wasn't expecting, but I am seeing this in both sellers and buyers. They're kind of seeing opportunity here. There's some sellers that actually have reached out to me and they're saying, hey, Doug, I was planning on selling in the summer or later this year, but there were some really good comps in my neighborhood. So let's put the house on the market now and see if we can get someone to buy this thing and we can be out sooner than we were planning. And kind of same thing with buyers. They're seeing this as, hey, maybe I don't have to compete with quite as many buyers that have been out there the last few years. And so I'm going to jump into the market now, and interest rates are amazing. So I'm just going to give it a shot and see what happens. There's a couple of factors I just wanted to point out. I think a lot of people are obviously starting to kind of think, oh gosh, here we go, 2008, the Great Recession, and what happened to the real estate market at that time. Well, a couple of things. I'm not trying to convince you that, what something's going to happen or is not going to happen. I'm not making any type of big predictions here. I'm just giving you some food for thought. And one of those things is lack of inventory. In 05, 06, 07, 08, the home builders were building like crazy. They were building houses left and right. Well, in the last few years, the builders have only been building about half as many homes as they were building. And so there's just a lack of inventory when it comes to new home sales or resale property. So we just really have a lack of inventory. That wasn't quite the case in 08. There was a lot of houses out there that you could go after during that time. And then additionally, right now, we do not have a subprime mess. A subprime mortgage is someone that they have got poor quality credit score. Maybe they don't have much income or whatever. Those were all over the place. It created a huge problem that led to all the foreclosures and short sales that we had for such a long time. Thankfully, those have not come back into our market. And so we've got a lot of homeowners that are in quality mortgages with low rates at fixed rates, and they've owned for a number of years. They've got a lot of equity in their property compared to 08 when people had just been buying with no money down. And of course, I'm just going to bail. I no point here. The house is worth less than what I theoretically bought it for, which was nothing, which was happening in 05 and 06. So just real quick here, SacramentoRealEstateBlog.com. This is my blog. One thing I've been doing for a number of years here is Tabulation Tuesday, where I just kind of look at what's going on with the market. I really love stats and data, and I feel like it gives me some good insight into what's going on in the market. And so this is a screenshot from Tabulation Tuesday, most recently on the 17th. And this is kind of what had been happening with the active inventory in Sacramento over the last 2 months. Pretty low inventory. We've had a lot of competition, and new houses have been coming on the market, but they've been going pending extremely fast. So Don't have a whole lot of houses on the market in the Sacramento area right now. Okay, but now this is what has happened since. Okay, so the 10th we had about 1,200 actives. I'm calling the 12th as kind of COVID-19 day. The day before that was the NBA's announcement postponing the season, and then all of the dominoes really started falling that next day on the 12th, and our world just changed forever with that day there. So I'm calling it that day. So we had 1,200. Obviously, some more. I think there were some that just fell out from that. A lot of buyers just said, "Whoa, no way," and properties came back on the market. But look, not a whole huge jump there. And then a few days later, there's a couple more, and now here we are, a little while later, a little over a week later, and we still don't have a ton more of actives. This is a combination of some pendings falling out of escrow due to, the whole coronavirus, and also it's some brand new listings that have come on the market. So that's kind of the combination there of why we've got more than we had a while back. Okay. Then our pendings. If you've been selling or buying a house recently, you know how much competition there had been. Pendings have been going up and up and up and up and up, and buyers and multiple offers, and things have been going crazy. Okay, this is from the 17th. Now look back. We had 1,800 pendings on the 10th. Coronavirus day comes. We had 1,835 on the 17th, 1,778. So the number has declined a little bit there. I'm saying that's a combination of some of them falling out of escrow, but it's also from some of the pendings going to the sold status. So some of these in this 1812, they've sold and they've gone to closings now. Some have fallen out, some have sold. So we're not seeing this crazy shift in the numbers or anything that you would maybe expect, that I probably was expecting. There's just a slight shift right now. Here's an example of a property that actually just went into escrow. You can see this property was listed for about $410. It went on the market on the 12th, about the worst day you could imagine putting your house on the market, right? Coronavirus mania going on that day there. Well, it went on the market. It was only on the market for 7 days. It went pending, and they actually had, they actually had 6 offers on this property. So there are a number of properties that are still going pending. They're still going into escrow, and there are still some properties with multiple offers going on. So this is happening right now. Just giving you some insight as to what's going on in the market. Obviously, some people are pulling out, but some people are still moving forward. Closings for the month, they were at 257. Coronavirus day, still quite a bit, up to 500. Look at these properties still closing. A few days later, 150 more, 50 more the next day. So closings are still happening. It's not as if the world is just stopping here in Sacramento with real estate. Deals are still closing. I've actually had 2 properties that were included in these numbers right here. I had one close on a Friday and one on Tuesday this week as well. So I've had some closings in there too. If you're looking for some good insight, Brian Buffini, this man right here, he's a really knowledgeable, smart man. Used to be a realtor, and now he's kind of a coach of real estate agents, but he's got an awesome podcast. If you're just curious about real estate in general, also just really good life type things and stuff, amazing podcast. But this one in particular, he did an interview with Dr. Lawrence Yu. He's the head economist for the National Association of Realtors. Some really good info in there. I'd recommend checking out that podcast there. Lastly, something to hit on, my company is doing a Disneyland giveaway. I know Disneyland's closed, don't worry. These tickets are good for, I think, about 2 years. And so if you want to enter, this is good for 4 2-day passes. Someone is going to win an awesome Disneyland trip at the end of this. So you've got to get entered. So all I need is your name and your email address. If you want to send that to me in one way or another, get that over to me and I'll get the email over to you and you can get entered into the drawing for that. Just wanted to leave you with a little inspirational quote. Sometimes we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths. I think that's very fitting right now. I'm sure being tested, and I am trying to work on discovering some new strengths in me. So I hope that resonates with you. Once again, Doug Reynolds here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment, share it with someone else, or hit a like if you could. I would love that, and look forward to sharing some more videos with you soon. Stay safe.